Oh, we're just choking. You just want to fucking kill each other at times, but I mean, you know, that's what it takes.
You know, along for the ride, you know, the whole ride, you know what I'm saying?
The mood for the songs or anything, and you know, as far as the you gotta love these guys.
Hey, quiet. Quiet on the set.
Hey, shut the
Did you guys shut the fuck up?
It kind of sounded like I was getting reamed with a piece of corn or some shit. Main riff of that song, I'd never heard it before, and we ended up, Brent has an aunt that, I mean, she's like, you know, in her 80s, and she's super cool, and like let us come in there and just jam in her basement and piss off her neighbors.
I came up with the idea for Ashes. That's when I showed it to you guys. Okay. I was sitting on the couch or something, just playing this stupid. I thought it was so stupid when I first started doing it, and Brent's kind of listening to it, and like, what do you think of that? He's like, I was like, kind of, it's like a circus riff, you know.
And you know, John's just like, check this out, you know, and just starts playing, like telling me to play this beat, you know, the digga 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 digga.
Told Alex, just give me a steady, you know, double bass, da, 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 and started playing that riff. It was like, oh shit, that's pretty badass. That one riff sparked all that other shit. It was pretty cool. And a lot of our stuff ends up doing that.
You know, we always write, when we write these songs, we hear vocals, we don't necessarily know exactly what might be said. Sometimes we have like one line that like kind of starts off like the idea of the lyrics. Ashes was actually like one of the last songs that we recorded. And it wound up being the first song on our CD because it was like, it had the thesis statement in it, you know, like hell is on the way. Hell is on the way! That was kind of about like Behold a Pale Horse. Behold a Pale Horse, the four horsemen, you know, they got like the fucking scales and like the sword and, you know, like death, famine, everything, pestilence. That's what we were going for. But when Only Ashes Remain came out, it was about like people being like trapped and like cornered and just, you know, forced like to die and, you know, like, but it was all about, you know, basically one person, like the Dark Messiah or Satan, you know, unleashing people on earth and like cornering people like livestock. Yeah, and it's like our, you know, our only chant, like, you know, hell is on the way, you know, it was only like real hook that like people could latch onto at the time, and it just ended up being the choice for the first song on the album.
It's one of the best songs on the record, you know, the whole record's awesome, but, you know, it's definitely our, you know, anthem song. You know, if it's not, it's a close second. You know, everybody knows the song. We usually start off the shows with it, and everybody felt that this song would be the best song to do a video, especially Mitch.
Like today I want to focus mainly on close-ups and all that shit, but like full shots, especially you screaming, I am fucking hell-bent on getting that shot. Okay. Like we could slow that one down, speed it up, and editing, all that stuff, but today I'd rather just focus on you guys, you know, like right here, and then right here, you know? All that shit, yeah, just make it aggressive. Light! Yeah! Alright! Stay in, Megan! Keep going, keep going! Keep going, keep going! Yeah!
We all had high hopes, you know, I know Mitch is going to do a great job, and he gave us a little test run today, and I was completely floored. Good job, Mitch. You're the fucking man.
Man, so yeah, it's been great. It's one of those things where we just kind of do what we normally do on stage and just thrash around and go fucking crazy and don't think about anything except for just throwing down like every time. And I think it was refreshing for him because it didn't really seem like he had to like tell us to do a whole hell of a lot. I mean, it was just like we'd play the song and be like, perfect, move on, you know. And we had these, you know, we had these awesome extras that came in here and just destroyed themselves for like 12 hours, like all day. And the Tortured Souls, and you'll see them in the video. They're pretty fucking scary.
I think those guys, our Tortured Souls, are working way harder than we probably did. They are worn out. It's been all day. They're cold, they're wet, they're covered in who knows what. The makeup didn't agree with me very well, and so I had to kind of fake it a little bit with some baby powder instead of the whatever that was. I don't know, clown makeup or whatever that is.
And then old Ernie stepped up. Ernie Lurker. I just found out his first name or last name today.
And you're already familiar with Ernie, so he won't let nothing happen to you.
7-foot-tall Satan. Nicest Satan I've ever met.
I've known John for about a year and a half. I met him up at Rick's, working there. And I bounced down to Duck Inn, where they play a lot. And they come up and asked me, him and Alec last week, if I wanted to be in this video. And I was like, hell yeah.
This dude's the boss.
Don't kill me, Ernie.
Take a look.
I'm digging the sand, the shelling casings. I'm digging like just the way that he's edited in general, like people flashing in and out, and especially like just the way the effects are being used. Like it's real spooky, eerie. It makes my skin crawl kind of thing, you know? Like when I see it, I'm like, there's no way this is our video.
I don't know. I really don't know what to say. I just hope we keep progressing and get further.
Started out with Jimi Hendrix and Metallica and Pantera, you know, but then it just went on to new things. Now there's a lot of bands out now that are heavy, and everybody's topping each other to be heavier. It's not about being heavy anymore. It's about being the best at your craft and like using what you do the best way, because I mean, anymore you can get anything you want out of a guitar or drummer or whatever, especially with Pro Tools and these new like programs. But it's really about 4 people or 5 people coming together and connecting, and everybody just hitting that point where it's like, you know, this is the best, like the best, and then you top the best every single time. And it's hard to do because it really puts a lot of pressure on everybody, but that's just what you have to do.
You know, it's kind of, I think we all kind of have the same vision. You know, we're trying to work as hard as we can, to do as much as we can, to get ourselves out there and make a good career for ourselves.
You know, we settle for nothing but, you know, good, you know. Every song's better than the next one, you know. It's just a very mature, a lot of thought processing, and it's very, very much some of the heaviest stuff I've heard, you know. It's the shit.
All right. Let's do it.